How's it going, good friends? Brian from Apex Detail. It was requested I take a look at Malco Aqua Bead. Aqua Bead is a tire dressing slash plastic trim restore conditioner slash interior plastic protectant. So it has multi-purposes. It is just under $30 a gallon. It's highly dilutable. Taking a look at it can be used in many different dilution ratios, from 1:1, 2:1, all the way down to 15:1. So that makes it economical. Now we're going to test it and we're going to showcase it in this video, and I'll give you my thoughts as to if I would buy it again. Let's get to it. Today we're going to take a look at Aqua Bead from Malco. This is, well, it can be used many ways, really. A tire dressing. The highest concentration I've used it so far, and you don't need any higher concentration, is 2:1 for a tire dressing. And that's what I'll demonstrate its use for first. But for the price of the gallon, and the way you can dilute it, again, the highest concentration is going to be 2:1. This goes a long way and is actually a decent price. I'll show you the dilution combinations and how you can use those in many ways and get a lot out of this versatile product. Dilution for tires has been working well at 2:1. For interiors, it says 3:1, but actually 5:1 works perfectly well. 3:1 is good for plastic trim on your exterior. For interiors that are just lightly soiled and you're looking for protection, 15:1 actually works perfectly well. Here's a tire that's been cleaned and perfectly dried. If you want the glossy look, use it at that 2:1 ratio on a dry tire. If you want the new tire, the matte satin look, while the tire's still wet after cleaning it, spray it 2:1 on, wipe it back, knock it back with the microfiber, and you'll get that new tire look. The product is water-based and works well with a tire or a surface that is wet. You don't have to dry completely. I just wanted to show the glossy look first. We'll do it on half of this huge tire here, and maybe we'll do the other method on the other half. Cut 2:1. I'm going to use this brush here. This brush works well on the big knobby tires. You can just spray it out of a 32-ounce spray bottle. I think it gets a little messy, especially if you're working outside. The mist goes everywhere, so I just like to dump a little bit on the brush here and work it in that way. You could also put it on a microfiber or a foam pad and spread it out as well. Now, if you're looking for that glossy finish, put it on there and let it sit 20 to 40 minutes. If it's out in the sunlight, it really gets a nice, thick, glossy look to it, if you like that. I don't, so what I'll do is either apply it to a wet tire and kick it back with a microfiber, or if the tire's already wet, I'll put it on there liberally and then really take my time and kick it back with the microfiber, and it gives that nice satin look to it. The way I like it, cut 2:1 right after you're done cleaning the tire and wheel while it's still wet. That's all you're going to need. That's all you will need. Take a microfiber, follow that up. No sling whatsoever. Let it cure for 20 to 40 minutes, and that's exactly how I like my tires. You could also put it right into a foam applicator. from there, you can take a microfiber, knock it back a little bit. Either way, let it sit for 20 to 40 minutes, no sling, and you're ready to go. Just a couple drops, get it on the tire, and you can adjust it from there. That's how I like it, right in between. Not greasy and dripping wet, but a nice dark rich tire. When it comes to plastic trim, make sure that it's clean. Let it dry completely. Unlike tires, plastic trim, you want it cleaned and then completely dry. When dried, at that same 2-to-1 ratio, microfiber applicator, a little bit truly does go a long way. A couple drops. The plastic is nice and dark and rich again, restored. Of course, this is a trashed piece of trim. That's why it's not attached to the vehicle anymore. But this side over here is actually a coating for plastic trim. And as you can see, this area to the left here, treated with the Malco, is darker and richer. And then finally, at that 15-to-1 ratio, after your dash or plastic trim in the interior has been perfectly cleaned, just spray into a microfiber. And massage it into the trim. Restored and protected. Without even flipping it over. It's not greasy, it's not overly shiny. Has a nice balanced look to it. And you're good to go. Time for the final thoughts segment of the video, the Malco Aqua Bead. With the different dilution ratios, it makes the product economical. You could use it on tires, plastic trim, interiors. I can get it, with playing with it a little bit, you can get it to look decent on different surfaces, both textured and flat plastics and rubber, trim, interior and exterior. But I certainly can't get it to last long here. I can't get it to last longer than a rainstorm or two in my area in the Northeast here. So with that said, I wouldn't purchase the product. Once again, if you're using and have Aqua Bead, continue to do so, enjoy it, but I couldn't recommend it. Brian from Apex Detail, I'll catch you in the next video.